Hi all. In this section we will discuss about dioplasmatron and RF ion source. These are some ion source devices. Hope all of us familiarized with ion source. We know an ion source is a device that can produce ions, and these are using particle accelerators, ion implantation equipments, or we can use to produce properties of a thin solid film. Now we will move to our first section, dioplasmatron. Let us understand how it will produce ions. Dioplasmatron is an ion source device invented by Manfred von Arding in 1956, which is used to produce powerful source of ions, and we can produce multi-charged ions also. This is the picture of dioplasmatron. Now let us understand what is the working principle behind this device. Dioplasmatron belongs to the category of ion plasma source. This kind of ion source working on the principle of collision ionization. Dioplasmatron device consists of three main components. What are they? Hot cathode, intermediate electrode, and anode. By passing large amount of current, the cathode get heated. Then it will emit electrons into the chamber. This process is known as thermionic emission. That is why the hot cathode is also called thermionic cathode. The purpose of intermediate electrode is to produce discharge into the chamber, and this discharge is formed between the cathode and anode. In hot cathode, the filament, which is made up of tungsten, in a low pressure mercury gas discharge lamp which will emit electrons. Now we introduce a gas in very small amount into the chamber. When the gas enters into the chamber, it becomes ionized or charged through the interaction with free electrons from the cathode, which leads to the formulation of plasma. Then these plasma get accelerating and produces ion beam. So we got ions. Then these ions moves with very high speed from the aperture of device. Simply we can say this is the way of ion production from dioplasmatron device. Now we will move to describe the working of dioplasmatron device more elaborately. Here we can see a schematic diagram of dioplasmatron. It consists of cathode, intermediate electrode, magnet, anode, plasma, and extraction electrode. Here the magnet is placed between intermediate electrode and anode, and the main job of intermediate electrode is to produce discharge into the chamber, and this discharge is confined into a small portion near the anode. The purpose of extraction electrode is to extracting ions of the given gas. Here in this diagram, this extraction electrodes extracts ions of the oxygen gas. Now we will move to describe its operation more precisely. Here the cathode is oxide coated, which is heated by passing large current of the order of 30 ampere at a relatively low voltage of 300 volt. Then the filament get heated, and this cathode filament will emit electrons into the vacuum chamber through a process known as thermionic emission that we already mentioned. Now we introduce a stream of gas into the chamber through the gas inlet valve. Then a magnetic field will be set up inside the chamber by means of coil winding, and the cathode is grounded with positive voltage of 300 volt applied to the anode. So an arc discharge occurs inside the plasma chamber. An intermediate electrode is given a negative bias relative to the cathode. This provision ensures that a dense plasma filament is formed in the direction towards the anode. So we found that plasma gets formed, but this device consists of two plasma regions or two plasma. One is cathode plasma, another one is anode plasma. Here the cathode plasma is lower density plasma formed between cathode and intermediate electrode, or we can say it is very close to cathode, whereas the anode plasma is high density plasma formed between anode and intermediate electrode, or very close to the anode. This plasma gets compressed by double layers into intermediate electrode region and then more compressed by an axial magnetic field. This result, plasma density get increases. That is, the axial magnetic field help to increase plasma density and also the extraction of ion density. Such a kind of plasma ion source is called dioplasmatron. And in this device, the ion current output ranges from few milliamperes to hundreds of milliampere. So here we found that magnet is placed between intermediate electrode and anode. By introducing this magnetic field, we can increase the distance travelled by the electrons, which greatly help to generate stable plasma, which enhances ionization efficiency. When the cathode is adjusted to an emission where the intermediate electrode and cathode potentials are approximately equal, then this device performance get increases. And this device is one of the example of arc discharge ion source. In the case of arc discharge ion source, where the discharge occurs by direct current field applying between anode and cathode, which are immersed inside the discharge vessel, and the plasma gets formed by the arc discharge between cathode and anode. And this is the ion production from dioplasmatron device. And one thing we already mentioned, that this dioplasmatron device can produce multi-charged ions. How it will possible? This will occur only if you do proper adjustment of magnetic field and intermediate electrode geometry. Now we will move to advantage of this device. It can deliver high ion currents of ions from gases, and in comparison to pending ionization, this device is less expenditure, easier to handling, and it has larger lifetime. But this device has some disadvantages, such as it does have lower beam intensity and they are not well suited for ion production from solids. So this is about ion production from dioplasmatron device. Our next section is radio frequency ion source, or simply RF ion source. We know that radio frequency means high frequency. So here, using high frequency voltages and at a low pressure, plasma get formed and ions are extracted from this plasma. At the right side we can see picture of RF ion source. In the case of RF ion source, discharge initiated in the vessel by high frequency applied to the electrode. That is, RF energy feeds a self-sustained discharges, and the discharge vessel will be made up of either pyrex, quartz or alumina, where the pyrex, quartz, alumina are the examples of electric insulator. So in the case of RF ion source, where the discharge vessel will be made up of any insulating materials. In the case of dioplasmatron, we found that electrodes are in contact with the plasma region. But in the case of RF ion source, no electrodes must be in contact with the plasma. This device consists of vacuum vessel, which is filled with a gas, and RF discharge formed at a pressure of 10 to the power minus 3 to 10 to the power minus 2 torr. A few hundred watts of RF power is required for suitable discharge. Basically, there are two ways in which a low pressure of gas can be excited by RF voltages to produce plasma. That are, one is capacitively coupled discharge and second one is inductively coupled discharge. Let us look what is the difference between both of them. In the case of capacitively coupled one, an alternating potential is applied across two parallel metal plates. A discharge occurs between the electrodes. But even though this system is conceptually fairly simple, it has a disadvantages. That is, here the electric field lines terminate on the electrode that take the place of anode and cathode. That means they share plasma ion load that would normally be taken by a single cathode in a DC or pulsed system. That is, the cathode anode voltage generates electric field, or we can say the electric field generated by the charges on the metal plates. Whereas in inductively coupled configuration, the discharge generated by an induction coil. Most RF ion sources are operated with inductively coupled discharge configuration. That is, here the time variation of magnetic field creates electric field. These electric field lines never terminate on the conductor. This helps to prevent flow of ions into the conductor surface and reduces damages to them. So we chooses second one, what is inductively coupled one, for radio frequency ion source to produce plasma. Here we can see a schematic diagram of Thorman type of RF ion source. It consists of a discharge chamber made up of insulating material quartz and an RF induction coil surrounded the discharge chamber from outside. Here the given gas is filled inside the vessel. This gas invariably contains electrons, which are created by induction of cosmic rays. These electrons are excited into oscillation by RF field and they quickly attain kinetic energy. And after ionized gas particles, plasma get formed. This plasma consists of source of positive ions. At the edge of plasma region, there is an extraction electrode which is protected by insulator screen made up of Scots. From these extracted electrodes, ions get extracted by means of electric field. An axial magnetic field is applied in order to increase the ion current. So this is the way of ion production from the RF ion source device. So we found that how can produce ions from RF ion source device. But in this device, the character of discharges and resulting ion beams are affected by 4 variables, such as one is gas pressure in the discharge chamber, second one is RF field, that is its magnitude and coupling to the plasma, third one is external magnetic field, and fourth one is extraction voltage. Now we move to the advantage of this device, such as low power consumption, high proton percentage, that is up to 96%, and these devices are especially good for ions of hydrogen 1, deuterium 2, tritium 3 and helium 4, and it gives high efficiency when operates at a low pressure with respect to gas consumption and simplicity of construction and maintenance. And this device can be used in research applications such as cyclotron, synchrotron, neutral beam injectors for fusion research, and also widely used in industrial applications such as ion implantation system, ion beam etching, ion beam doping, ion beam lithography and proton therapy machine, and also used in direct voltage accelerators owing to their long life and good beam characteristics. Now we can summarize this. We have discussed ion source devices. Both dioplasmatron and RF ion sources are able to produce ions of the given gas. But we found that there is a difference. That is, in dioplasmatron, we found that electrodes are in contact with the plasma, whereas in RF ion source, no electrodes must be in contact with the plasma. That is, in RF ion source, atomic wave electric field are used to generate electric field instead of using cathode and anode voltage. And most of RF ion source chooses inductively coupled configuration because of its advantage over capacitively coupled one. So this is all about 2 type of ion source devices. Hope it is clear. Thank you.